Today is April 1st, and I promise not to fool you. Although one time Prabhupada would ask questions about faith in Krishna, and sometimes he would say, even I can fool you. You can only trust Krishna. But of course we trust Prabhupada, we understand what he was saying, but anyway, we won't fool you. And today's quote is very, very small, very direct, and it's called detachment. Detachment means to not be owned by what we own. So, detachment is a byproduct of advancing in Krishna consciousness. It's not possible to advance spiritually and not be detached. And that's simply because Krishna is better than everything. Attachment is a result of lack of Krishna consciousness. And we're attached to things that we believe will give us pleasure, but as we all well know, that what we are attached to controls us. So, Krishna says in the Gita, attraction and repulsion. Don't be bewildered. Don't be pulled around by attraction and repulsion. Detachment is not repulsion. Repulsion is not detachment. Materially speaking, just think of a person's life. They're being pulled by what they're attracted to, and they're being repulsed or moved away from things that repulse them. And their whole life is like that. It's just, I do what I like, I distance myself from what I don't like. So they're completely being pulled by attraction and repulsion. Look at someone's shop. They'll go to what they're attracted to, they'll move away from what they're not attracted to. So this quote today is saying, whatever we become attached to, be careful. Because although what we're attached to supposedly gives us pleasure, it owns us, it controls us. It's like a drug. When you become attached to it, you're controlled and owned by it. If you smoke, if you drink coffee, tea, you're controlled, you're owned by it. If you become too attached to another person, specifically attached to enjoying that other person, you become very dependent and controlled by that person. Even if you become resentful or envious towards another person indirectly, although that's not attachment, it's actually kind of repulsion, but it's the other side of attachment, because those people end up controlling us by our envy towards them, our hatred, our anger, or our resentment towards them. We're actually being controlled by them. Of course, they don't understand. They're controlling us. But we're allowing them to control us. So either attraction or aversion, we become controlled. So detachment is so nice, because detachment ultimately means we're not controlled by anything. Of course, we want to be controlled by love for Guru and love for Krishna, because in the spiritual world, love is the controlling factor. So it's not that we can't be controlled. Prabhupada said, we will be controlled by something, either by Krishna's superior energy or Krishna's inferior energy. So we want to be controlled by Krishna's superior energy. So if we're not detached from the material energy, it controls us. And rather doing what we really want, although we think we're doing what we want, we don't really do what we really want. We're doing what, as we know, the mind and senses are dictating. So in the name of being in control, we're completely controlled by the things we're attached to. And as you know, Prabhupada wanted us to live simply, so we don't become attached. Because the problem of being attached is what? If we're attached to something other than Krishna, then what? We're attached to something other than Krishna. That takes away our attachment to Krishna. So our perfection is to become attached to Krishna, controlled by Krishna, not to anything else. And that will only happen by our advancement in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.